Namaskar everyone. Today we'll discuss about how to analyze the time complexity. So the running time of an algorithm or the actual time taken by an algorithm depends upon some factors like single versus multiprocessor, read-write, speed to memory, 32-bit processor or 64-bit processor input, that is rate of growth of time. But actually at the time of calculating the time complexity, we'll consider only the rate of growth of the time, that is input. Depending on the input, the algorithm will vary. So suppose this is a model machine and there are some condition like single processor, 32-bit processor, sequential execution, and we have to remember one thing: 1 unit time for arithmetic or logical operation. Means when there are any arithmetic or logical operation in the algorithm, it will take 1 unit of time. Then also if we are assigning some value to a variable in an algorithm, it will also take some 1 unit of time for execution. And also when there is any return statement in the algorithm, then also it take 1 unit of time. Suppose you see the example here. We are finding the sum of two number a and b are supposed to integer, and we are writing only the pseudocode for this algorithm. So return a plus b. For return statement 1 unit of time, and for addition any arithmetic operation 1 unit of time. So total 2 unit of time, or we can say time taken is a constant. So it is a constant time algorithm. We will see another example. Suppose we are going to calculate the sum of number in an array. A is the array and n is the total number of element in the array, size of the array. So total equal to 0. So here we are writing initializing the variable. This is the index variable 0 to n minus 1, and we are calculating total equal to what? Total plus a of I. Then we are returning the total. So here we are numbering, because no function, no curly braces will not take any time for execution. So only the assignment and the body, that will take some time to execute. Okay, function curly braces does not take any time for execution. So we'll number 1, 2, 3, 4 for this statement. Okay, then total equal to 0. So what is the total cost? Cost is 1. And number of times it take to execute, that is 1. For I 0 to n minus 1. Okay, here it is one initialization. Okay, there is one updation. So total cost is 2, and it will take how many time? As there are n number of element, so n plus 1. 1 for false condition, also it take number of time. So total is n plus 1 time. So total it will take cost is what? One is arithmetic operation, another is your initialization value from this. So total cost is 2, and how much time it will take? As there are n number of addition, so n number of times. So return statement it will take 1. Okay, so total number of time execution is 1. So if we see, so total sum equal to 1 plus 2n plus 1 plus 2n plus 1. So this is 4n plus 4. Okay, so here we can write for this 1 C1, for 2 C2, for this second statement means 3 line C3, and for 4 C4. So we can write Tn equal to Cn plus C dash. Okay, this is a constant. So here we can write this C equal to C2 plus C3 and C dash equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3. So as it is a linear equation, so for as it taking n number of times, so we can write big O n. So the time taken for execution of this algorithm is what? Order of n. Okay. So now we'll generally algorithm is of two types. One is iterative algorithm, another is your recursive algorithm. Iterative algorithm means we are using loop. Okay, for loop, while loop, whatever. So one example I have given here. So I0 to n, so m a plus b or a comma b, whatever you write. So this is iterative, we are using loop. And here we are recursing, means after if condition we are again calling the function. A is the function, and here we are writing n by 2 or whatever. If this is called recursive, this is iterative, we are using loop. Okay, here when function is calling itself. So two type of function algorithm we can use. According to that, the time complexity will be calculated. So first we will discuss about the iterative algorithm. Suppose see one example. So here a is a function or algorithm, and the integer I, so we have to execute the loop up to n number of times. So I 1 to n. and if we were interested to print a statement Revensa, so what is the time complexity? It will execute how much of time? It will execute up to n number of time. So complexity of algorithm will be what? Order of n. Okay. See another example. So here is a function we have written. I and j are two variables. Okay, one is for loop, inner loop, another is for outer loop. This is inner, this is outer loop. And here we are writing Revensa University, and always we know the inner loop will be executed first and it will reach up to the n condition. When this condition falls, again it will be updated. So here it will execute up to how many times? N into n. So n square. So complexity of the algorithm will be what? Order of n square. Okay. So see another example. So here we have taken I equal to 1, s equal to 1, while s less than equal to n, we are increasing the I plus plus, I equal to I plus 1 or I plus plus. Then we are writing s equal to s plus 1. So print Revensa. Okay. So here what happens? Here you see if the value of s, how the value of s, n if we will take 5 or 6 whatever. So first it is incrementing the loop counter. Then we are adding the values. So here you can see if the value is 1, s equal to 1, and here I equal to 1. Okay. And if s is initialized already 1. Okay. So when s equal to 1, suppose n equal to 5. So 1 less than 5. So it is incremented. It become what? 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Okay. And s equal to s plus I. So previously it was 1. So it become what? 1 plus 2. That is 3. Okay. According to that, we'll get this series. So we can write this what? K into, it will execute up to n number of time and it will execute up to k number of time. You can see. Okay. So we can write it what? K into k plus 1 divided by 2, and this is greater than n. Loop will execute or loop will stop when this condition will arise, then definitely the loop will stop. So we can write what? K square plus k divided by 2 greater than n, or we can write k order of what? Root n. So hope you have understood this. Have a good time. Thank you for watching.